Yo, what is up guys? It's your boy Badge Plug, and today, like I promised, I'm going to be showing you how to make the top 10 most overpowered best builds in NBA 2K20. Now, if you guys are new to the series, there's a difference between top best builds in the game and top most overpowered best builds. So if you guys want to see my last top best builds in the game, get this video to 10,000 likes, and you already know I got you guys, okay? So if you've seen my last video, I've actually changed this around just a little bit, and I'll explain why in just a second. So this first build is the Rebounding Wing, and in my last video, the first build was the Playmaking Glass Cleaner. So this is the number 10 most overpowered best build in NBA 2K20. Now, if you guys are new, make sure to hit that subscribe button. This should be the last series unless 2K comes out with a patch. That's how you make the Rebounding Wing. Excellent spot up lockdown build. You get Hall of Fame defensive badges and Hall of Fame shooting. Now, like I was saying, this should be the last one unless 2K releases a patch and that somehow affects the gameplay, but I very strongly believe that's not going to happen because they're already talking about NBA 2K21. So as you guys see, 15 finishing, 20 shooting, 15 playmaking, and 6 defensive/rebounding badges. Now, if you guys don't know what this build is, the number 9 best most overpowered build in NBA 2K20, this is the BP/offensive threat build. If you guys have heard BP, this is one of, if not the best build in NBA 2K20 on offense for a guard build. You get Hall of Fame finishing and Hall of Fame shooting badges. So I would go with max wingspan. You're gonna have to grind out the build a little bit more to get that ball handling up if you guys care about speed boosting a lot. But you know, if you don't want to, go down on the wingspan. You're gonna get more three-pointer. You're gonna be able to shoot shots more efficiently. But you guys have seen me shoot with a 34 three-pointer. It's on my channel. You guys will see it from about 2 weeks ago that you don't really need a high three-point rating to hit shots. You just need around 10 shooting badges to shoot extremely efficiently. Okay, so this number 8 best most overpowered build in NBA 2K20, as you see right here, I'm going with the defensive and playmaking pie chart. You guys will see that is a very obvious trend because that's one of, if not the best pie chart in NBA 2K20 this year, because defensive Hall of Fame badges are the best Hall of Fame badges in the game. Hall of Fame shooting is cool, but a lot of YouTubers, including myself, have proven that you do not need those in order to shoot efficiently in this game. Just like finishing is good, but you can get plenty of contacts with gold playmaking. Finishing, and gold playmaking is probably the second best because that Hall of Fame quick first step is a big difference from gold, ankle breaker, space creator, all that type of stuff. I don't know. You guys let me know in the comment section down below what you think is the best Hall of Fame badges in the game. So this one is the Playmaking Glass Cleaner. Now, as you see, you can make him 6'7" if you want to speed boost a lot faster. Tier 2 dribbling is very good. You do not need to be able to speed boost, but if you make him 6'8", you will be able to guard almost every single person on the court, including like 7'3" post scorers, and that's why you want to make the build 6'8". But if you really care about that speed boosting, go ahead and make him 6'7", my guy. It's not a problem. As long as you run with a center, you should be fine, okay? But Tier 2 dribbling, Steezo has even said it. You know, Tier 2 dribbling is very good. I've said it myself. I think it's better than even Tier 1 dribbling for some reason. I don't know why 2K made it like that. But anyway, this build is the offensive-minded wing. 6 finishing, 9 shooting, 15 playmaking, 11 defensive rebound. Now, that last build also gets Hall of Fame defense and Hall of Fame playmaking. I forgot to mention that, but I'm sure you guys understood where I was coming from before I even had to say that because I showed you the pie chart that gives you that. So, 6'9", okay, 73 pointer. You're going to be able to get Tier 2 dribbling. You're going to be able to speed boost depending on how you create this build. Remember, guys, I'm showing you how I think it's the best way to create it. So right there, if you go with the 74 ball handling, all you're going to have to do is hit 96 overall. As soon as you get in playmaking takeover, you will be able to speed boost if you put on the playmaking takeover, okay? So this build, I'm going with the slashing takeover because it can't drive that good. And you know, I don't really see, like I said, I don't see a reason to have Tier 1 dribbling because I think Tier 2 is actually better than Tier 1. Even the behind the back is better because the behind the back for Tier 1 speed boosting builds, if you don't know what I'm saying, that's all it means, speed boosting builds, is broken. The behind the back on Tier 2 is beautiful. It's perfect. You can do so many moves out of it. Now, this build is the Joe Knows Facilitating Finisher. 22 finishing, 13 shooting, 25 playmaking badges. Now, the only thing about this build is that it only gets 1 defensive badge. So there will be another build very, very similar to this later on in the video that I do believe is better. Now remember, this build, like I said earlier, that I think that the BP offensive threat is the best offensive guard build in the game. I would say this is right there, if not the best offensive, build in the game for a small forward or under. You know what I'm saying? Like point guard, shooting guard is the offensive threat. This build for the small forward is definitely the Joe Knows on offense, because you literally get Hall of Fame finishing and Hall of Fame playmaking. As long as you know how to shoot, it's going to be an extremely deadly build. Okay, extremely deadly. Now this is for the centers, man. I got another center in this video, by the way, but this is for the centers. Okay, you're going to want to go with Hall of Fame shooting and Hall of Fame defense. All those pie charts where it has two of those things right there, where it's two of them at the same size, you're going to get 2 Hall of Fame badge categories. And 2 Hall of Fame badge categories is by far, I'm sure if you guys are subscribed, you've heard me say it like a broken record, by far the best thing in the game. Like, you're not really gonna have a best build unless it has 2 Hall of Fame badge categories, because that's what helps you so much. Attributes really don't matter. 12 finishing, 17 shooting, 19 defense. You're gonna get Hall of Fame shooting and Hall of Fame defensive badges, and be able to finish pretty good at the rim. And something crazy you guys are gonna see in just a second about this build is, if you make it 6'11", once you grind it out, you see the driving dunk is 66. Once you grind it out, you will have over a 70 driving dunk, and that allows you to get park dunks. So if you've seen right there with the speed pie chart or whatever you want to call it, you lose a little bit of speed and get like 20 more strength. But if you guys really care about that speed, go ahead and do it that way. But I would say getting 20 more strength is a lot better. Okay, so right here, I'm going with most wingspan so that my build can play better defense. I've already got Hall of Fame shooting badges. I do not need that little bit of extra, you know what I'm saying? I need that more wingspan so I can play better defense. I can get in them passing lanes. I can get more boards, whatever it is. Max wingspan on that build, in my opinion. But that's something that's really up to you in this video. Out of anything is the wingspan and the height. You can change the height 1 or 2 inches. You can change the wingspan depending on how you want to play, how your play style is. I'm just showing you how I think you should make it, okay? 10 finishing, 10 shooting, 18 playmaking, 18 defensive badges. Hall of Fame playmaking, Hall of Fame defense. This is the facilitating finisher shooting guard build. The one that I think is way, way better than the Joe Knows small forward. But obviously that build is still very good because it's on here. But instead of 1 defensive badge, you're getting 18 defensive badges. I don't see how you could think the other one is better. Now you see right here, once again, it really depends on you how you want to go with the wingspan. I would rather on almost every single build go with a higher wingspan, but I went a little bit lower right there so that you can get more ball handling and be able to speed boost faster. It doesn't have to be a 99.9 overall build to be able to speed boost, because as you guys know, once you hit 96 overall, you get +1 on all your attributes, 97, blah, blah, blah. So that just helps you not have to be at 99.9 every single time to be able to speed boost. I know that's really annoying, and a lot of people do like to speed boost, even though I do think that tier 2 dribbling is better. So this next build is a slasher. I gotta give this to my boy Laker fan. Look at that, you're getting 10 shooting badges on this build. If you guys have not seen my video where I shoot perfectly almost with a 34 3-point rating, the build had 11 shooting badges. Okay, so this build at a 53-point rating, I'm going with the max wingspan because you're already a super low 3-pointer anyway. All right, you're already super low, so there's no reason to just go just a little bit lower. You want this build to be able to play defense also. It can play a good amount of defense, so I went with a little bit higher of a wingspan, and obviously the slashing takeover because it's a slasher build. Extremely overpowered, and that doesn't necessarily mean that I think a slasher, like what it was called right there, slasher, is the best overpowered for any slasher. It's just really any type of slasher that fits your playstyle because they're so extremely broken. Now this build, the number 2 most overpowered best build in NBA 2K20 is the 2-way slashing playmaker. You guys already know, like super popular build. You're getting Hall of Fame playmaking and Hall of Fame defensive badges. You're getting a crazy amount of badges, over 60 depending on how you create it. Hall of Fame playmaking, Hall of Fame defense, like I said. Basically, you're going to be able to get driving dunks right away. You're going to be able to speed boost right away. Depending on how you make it, I'm going with my wingspan a little bit higher. So after 1 or 2 buckets right away, not even being a 99 or whatever, after 1 or 2 buckets, you will be able to speed boost. But I went with lowest wingspan right there just to show you guys what it looks like. You will be able to speed boost right away, get contact dunks right away. Crazy, insane, overpowered build if you guys want a right away build especially. but you know, still one of the best builds in the game. So this last build, I know I've been talking about, you know, 2 Hall of Fame badge categories, but if you guys are new, I've showed off this build 2 or 3 times this year, and it's called the Paint Defender. Okay, you guys will see why it's the #1 most overpowered build in the game. So right here, 58 speed. You can drop 2, drop a little acceleration, drop a little vertical, get like 20 more strength. So that's what I would do. 9 finishing, 27 shooting badges, 1 playmaking, 7 defensive and rebounding. You're gonna see this right here. You have 27 shooting badges, a 95 post fade, and you're gonna see that I make this build 7'3". So right away, depending on how you create it with the wingspan, you're gonna have an 89 strength. And we all know that post scoring is obviously the most broken thing in NBA 2K20 by far. I mean, slashing is really overpowered too, but check it out. You can be 7'3" with an 81 3-pointer, Hall of Fame shooting badges, have a 95 post fade, a 80 post hook, and what's super glitchy for those of you that don't know about post scoring is you're also going to have Hall of Fame quick draw, so your post hooks and your post fades are faster as well. Super overpowered build. No matter what court you're on, you should be unstoppable on offense. It's your boy Badge Plug. You've been plugged in. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you're new. Drop a like on the video if you made it this far, and I'm out. Peace.